Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. The sun is out, it's streaming through the blinds, I can barely see you, and it's 19 degrees, so spring is here. I love it, I love it. Let's talk about a female fighter called Elif Nur Turhan of Turkey, 29 years of age, currently 10 wins with 6 KOs, no draws, no defeats. She has signed with MATCHROOM, and this follows a fight last month, 1st of March, on a Belfast card that MATCHROOM put on. And she was faced with a lady called Shauna Browne, who was an Irish girl, undefeated. And Miss Turhan, an unknown commodity, she blasted out Browne in, I think it was about 40 or 50 seconds. One huge left hook. It was actually, she likes the left hook, does Elif. Shauna was very aggressive to start with in the opening seconds. Elif threw a left hook, which sort of just about missed, and then she a second later, she threw another one, which landed flush on the Irish lady's jaw, knocked her sideways, and that's all she wrote. I mean, she wasn't out cold, but the referee had to stop the fight. It was a stunning knockout by Elif, who does have power. I mean, 6 KOs and 10 wins is pretty good for a female fighter. The ladies, probably because of the 2-minute rounds primarily, they don't get a lot of knockouts, but Elif does. She can bang hard. And she was signed, I presume, on the back of that victory to MATCHROOM. But Eddie Hearn, in the post-fight interview with Elif, he did reveal that Elif and her team have been sort of pestering him for an opportunity. And Elif stepped in, took the opportunity when it came around. And as Eddie seems to be the type who's kind of like a show me guy. You prove it to me. You want this opportunity, here's the opportunity, but you better take it, because I'm not interested if you're not going to take it. And Elif did take it. So, yeah, she's signed to MATCHROOM. I mean, it's an excellent, I think, addition to MATCHROOM's stable, especially when you consider that when female boxing, at the start of this sort of incarnation of female boxing, MATCHROOM and Eddie kind of, they led the charge, really. You know, and this is, Elif is a sort of super featherweight, lightweight, probably a super featherweight, really. I think she's ranked with the IBF and possibly the WBA at super featherweight, but she has fought at 135. And the undisputed queen at 130 is Alicia Baumgardner. Now, with Eddie's backing, possibly Elif could get a shot at Baumgardner, because as we know, the depth of contenders, the depth of talent, if you like, in the women's game, it's still growing, though it isn't really, really deep. So it's not beyond the realms of possibility that Elif could fight Baumgardner, and I think that would be a fantastic fight. I really do. Baumgardner, you know, there are questions about how she trains, how she makes weight, her strength, and so on. Having failed a test, but nowadays, you know, people just carry on with their careers, don't they? It's a video for another time. I've actually made videos about that subject at different time, on different occasions. But you know what I'm getting at. PEDs are rife. At 135, I think. Terry Harper and Beatrice Ferreira at 135. They're both MATCHROOM fighters. But if Elif wants to fight at 135, and she's done it before, they could be good matchups as well. Probably much easier to make than the Baumgardner fight, because Baumgardner is not a MATCHROOM fighter. But I'm looking forward to seeing this lady fight again. I was like, wow, you know, when she fought Shauna, I thought, Jesus Christ, that's some serious power there. And the technique was very good. I mean, it's only saw 40 seconds of her, but if you go and have a look at some of the other stuff on YouTube, her technique isn't bad at all. She is an aggressive fighter, Elif, but she can box a bit as well. She's not just a crude slugger, not by any means. So yeah, I think this is a very, very good acquisition. Someone called her the Golden Turk. because she's from Turkey, obviously. But it just shows you, because if you look at Elif's record, I mean, she has fought in Albania, Germany, Macedonia, Croatia, obviously Ireland last time out, or well, Northern Ireland actually last time out. I mean, have gloves will travel, but if you work hard and you stay dedicated, you can get that opportunity. Oh, yes, you can. Kind of like Brad Ray, who's fighting for the European title tonight being the 4th of April. Don't forget, it's on DAZN. Watch that card on a Friday, not a Saturday. So if you keep in shape and you live the life, when the opportunity comes along, you take it, you get signed up, and suddenly the world's your oyster. So I wish her nothing but the very best. Elif Nur Turhan of Turkey. Remember that name. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this video, please hit the like button, spread the love, spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you very much, and I'll get you later. Bye for now.